hey there. This is Jennifer with NASCAR. I do have Clint on the line.
All right, very good. Sounds good.
All right, hang on 1 second, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Clint, are you there?
Yep.
Okay.
I sure am.
Hey, Clint, how you doing, man?
Good, pal. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. This is Rodney. I got Bobby over here on the other end. If you can give us just one quick second, we'll bring you right on.
Absolutely.
From deep in the heart of Texas, it's the Revved Up Sports Show on RPMRadioTX.com. Here are the guys that make it happen. Showtime Bobby Chaffee and the Iceman Rodney Rodriguez.
All right, everybody, hello. Welcome to a special midday hump day edition of the Revved Up Sports Show on RPM Radio Texas Network and the HornFM.com. As we said, special show, special guest. Joining us now on the hotline from Emporia, Kansas, NASCAR star Clint Bowyer. Clint, thank you for joining us this afternoon. How is it going, man?
Hey, boys. It's going really good. Actually, here at the dirt shop, getting them boys loaded up. They're leaving a test Brunswick, Georgia, and then they go down to Ocala and test there, and then on to East Bay, which is their first 3 races of their season. So, go, Cat, go. It's race season, baby.
Absolutely. And Clint, that's one of the things we'll briefly touch on it here with our show. We've got a huge short track contingent around here, dirt and asphalt, although we don't have a lot of asphalt in Texas. But goes without saying, short track racing still very near and dear to your heart.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, trust me, if you could see what I'm looking at, you'd know. I was just telling my brother yesterday, I was like, my gosh, we have too much stuff. We're out of control. But it's always that way this season. You know, they go down to speed weeks, and that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand about speed weeks down in Florida. It's not just about that Daytona 500. There's so much racing for a race fan, whether it's East Bay up in Tampa or Volusia down the road, just down the road from the big track. Asphalt over at New Smyrna is awesome. I mean, awesome late model racing goes on over there. Great short track racing. Ocala, Florida, our guys are racing over there. And then all of a sudden, over 2 weeks of that, then my day job starts, and then we're hammered down over at the big track.
Absolutely.
Obviously with the shootout, and then the truck race and the Xfinity race and the Cup race. There's just so much racing for the speed weeks. It's pretty awesome.
No doubt.
So, Clint, before we get to the Cup stuff, one question. You won back at Martinsville, and you guys had just one hell of a party, sounded like. Even Rusty Rush flew in from just down the road from us. But when you win a race, go back to the short track stuff, do you get more gratification when your late model dirt team wins, or do you just get more satisfaction when you're winning in the Cup Series?
Man, let me tell you, it was a while since I'd won a race. I mean, I've been through a lot in a few years' time, from, signing contracts and following through to just a lot of letdowns over those 2 or 3 years, and to be able to land in a great home with Stewart-Haas Racing and have a great home with teammates and people that you love going to the racetrack with. It's a breath of fresh air. So to be able to get everybody back in victory lane, be standing there with my family and everything else, that was the one thing that had changed for me that was a big deal, to be able to have, my son Cash and my wife and Presley, everybody there. It was pretty damn special to me.
No doubt about it. And with that season last year, as Clint Bowyer joins us here on the Revved Up Sports Show, RevvedUpSportsShow.com, HornFM.com, that season just so phenomenal, not only for you, but the entire team, everybody. The addition of Eric Almirola, you guys, you were the one to beat. I mean, you were top notch right there. Building forward, your thoughts here coming up. I would pencil you in with pretty non-erasable ink. You're the ones to beat again.
Yeah, I mean, Stewart-Haas Racing, was the team to beat last year. Things change. The year before that, it was the Gibbs boys. They were the heat. But a great deal of pride went into, catching them, running them down, and being the people to beat, being the team to beat, the organization to beat, the manufacturer to beat, finally getting Ford in that championship deal. Obviously, we wanted it to be a Stewart-Haas car, but to be able to see Etzel Ford and everybody that's invested huge money into our program was item number one, and to be able to get that done for them was huge. And then this year, you look into this year, and like I said, there's a lot of new. I'm telling you guys, this new package is a lot of new. New with us, and first and foremost, they're going to the Mustang. For the Ford camp, they're super cool looking cars. I'm a car guy. I hated driving 4-door cars. we were racing rental cars in NASCAR. I'm like, what in the hell are we doing? We've got Mustangs, we got Camaros, we got sports cars, and we're not racing them.
Amen.
So to finally have sports cars, and hot rods back on the racetrack, it's going to be cool. But this new package. We've seen restrictor plate tracks at Daytona and Talladega. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I can tell you this. I'm going to test next week at Vegas. There'll be 15 of us out there, 15 teams racing, are testing this new package in a draft-style package. Time will tell if we have these mile-and-a-half tracks looking like a Daytona or Talladega. I mean, it could happen.
Absolutely. Man, that'd be awesome.
So Clint, what happens at a test?
I think it'd be awesome. I don't know.
Yeah, it could. Yeah, it could. Yeah, Daytona and Talladega tend to be hell on wheels. So yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe it wouldn't be awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It might be though. I mean, again, it's like I said. The only thing I can tell a fan or anybody asking right now, honestly, it'll be different. It'll definitely be different than what you've seen.
Yeah, and probably needed. I think a lot of people will welcome that.
Yeah, me included.
Yeah.
I think we got to figure out. I hate to say it, our races go too long without cautions. We've got to figure out how to have cautions. That doesn't mean getting somebody hurt and flying through the air or something crazy, but I do feel like we need to figure out how to have more cautions. Like we used to have, for whatever reason.
So, Clint, what goes on at a test, like a tire test? Do they give you guys a bunch of different tires to test? Do you get to learn anything depending on what the compound of the tire is? What all happens on that deal?
To be honest with you, we call this a tire test this time. It's more of a NASCAR test. We've got to get this package on our belts and let some teams get an idea what to expect. There's going to be a lot of things as a team and I guess as an organization, as a manufacturer, and then as a team, in particular with my 14 bunch, that we can adjust and make different. Your heights of your car. You're going to be able to make these things go through the air faster, but not handle as good. You know what I mean? That's going to be the balance of trying to figure out how much drag to take out of them and how much handling that how much of a deficit handling-wise that puts you in. And vice versa. You've got to find that happy medium and that balance. And the team that does that first is going to strike first, and then others will catch on. And I think you'll see that go on through the course of the year.
And Clint, we got to ask you. You talked about last season getting back into victory lane, and that was so exciting. That Martinsville race, man, that was just unbelievable. But you're one of the guys. You've won in all three of these national series. That's not that easy to do, but you've done that. That speaks to in volume to your career.
Yeah, I'm proud of hell, where I started from. I'm just, honest story, I'm out here and the guys are loading up to go to Florida, and I've got the raggedy, nastiest 24-foot trailer. They take extra tires and wheels and spare parts, spare body parts and things like that we have to take down there every year because they race so much. So then we have a little 24-foot car trailer, and one of my new guys spoke up and said, "Man, about time for a new trailer." I said, "Hey, listen, Jack, that 24-foot trailer is the reason you're standing here."
That's right.
That was the trailer that my old man and I bought with our race winnings from Lakeside Speedway and went over to I-70 and won a championship that year. And I said, as long as that old piece of crap trailer's here, you probably have a job and employed. Don't you worry about that trailer.
That's right, man. That's exactly right. The old flatbed, it's unheard of nowadays, it seems like.
we just keep putting tires and wheel bearings on it. That's all you got to do.
As long as it rolls down the highway, that's all that matters.
Yeah. We had teams around
That's
here.
right.
We had teams around here, Clint, that they used to run the recap tires at Tal Cities over at the track in Austin, and hell, they'd show up with the trailer with Tal Cities on them.
Oh yeah, we called them Maypops.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Run them on my dwarf car now. It's very much so.
All right. Well, Clint, we know you got a busy schedule ahead of you. Obviously, we'll be up at the races up at TMS. So we just had one question. Is there any way possible to maybe, share an adult beverage with you at some point over that weekend? Because we've said a lot of times on the show a lot of times that if we had one guy on the national level that we'd love to sit down and have a beer with, that would be you right there.
Well, you probably just missed the opportunity. The best time to do that's in the off season.
Yeah.
We stay so damn busy at the racetracks. It's hard to, that's the thing. We drive 200 miles an hour in a circle. It's kind of hard to do that hungover. We don't do that.
Yeah. It's hell on the short tracks. Quickly got to ask you, Clinton. The other thing, hey, if we meet up with you, we can talk motocross. We love motocross around here. Also, quickly tell our folks here about the Emporia Community Foundation. Really cool stuff that you do there. Bobby and I are from small towns, and it's just so great what you do with that.
Yeah, it's awesome to, first and foremost, have the opportunity to be able to give back because of the sport that I'm in and the career I've had. I've been able to go back to my hometown and be a business owner now with, having a car dealership there, and caddy corner from the dealership is our community building that we built. We do events there throughout the year and obviously hold our annual, dinner and auction and concert for a great cause of the Emporia Community Foundation. I think we've raised over $2.5 million or something, and then obviously donated $1.5 million to the building. So it's been a lot of fun to be able to go back there and make an impact and then see the impact. We built that building. I knew going in, first and foremost, we went into the town and was going to have this event. And hell, we couldn't find a place to have it. Well, boys, we know our first item up to bid. We got to build something to be able to have these events and do these things, and we did that. And then, obviously, being a community building, I wanted it to be the communities. It needs to be good for, schools first and foremost. If they have a need for it, they do things, business meetings, concerts. We've had it all. We've had Blake Shelton there playing. I mean,
nice.
It's been a lot of fun to be able to have that building and make an impact each and every year.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see you go back to the roots like that, man. That's really what it's all about. That token rule right there. Always remember where you came from, and it's guys like you, Clint, that make us proud of this sport because you definitely are one of them.
Well, it's fun. At the end of the day, it is fun to go back and do that. I mean, we get done to the end of the night, I look over at my brother and said, is there any way we've made any money at all having this much fun? And every year we do. So pretty damn cool to me.
Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. But Clint, man, we appreciate the time. I know it's fixing to crank up for you. As you said, your dirt team getting ready to head out, and the big track will fire up, and we'll be cheering you on, man. Like we said, they love you here in South Central Texas, man. You're one of our guys.
Well, boys, I appreciate your time. Let's go get this deal and win this Daytona 500, huh?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely stay tuned for that party.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Then we will have one of those beverages. I will make an exception. If I win that Daytona 500, you just come find me somewhere that week, and we'll have some beverage.
Yeah.
You got it, my man. We will definitely do that. Clint, thanks a lot, man. Let's do it to it, man. Let's keep it rolling.
Thanks, boys.
All right, have a good day, buddy. There he is.
That's right. Real as it gets right there, isn't it?
Knew he'd be good. Does really good stuff. Man, now he got to win Daytona 500.
I know. Well, now we got to get to Daytona.
Yeah, now we got to get to Daytona. Sponsorship packages available.
That's right. We can make an advertising plan that works for you on a budget that works for you, too.
Don't forget our regular show tomorrow, Thursday, 6:30, regular time slot, special day. Another big announcement coming. Our Daytona preparation continues.
Has begun. You think the other announcements have been big. This one's going to surprise a lot of people.
We got a really good one. Lined up for you. So thanks for checking into this. Podcast will be available at RevvedUpSportsShow.com, RPMRadioTX.com, HornFM.com, the home of Texas athletics. Showtime Bobby Chaffee. For Clint Bowyer, I'm Rodney Rodriguez. We'll catch you tomorrow, everybody. Have a good day.
See ya.